Are you that person? The one on the team who just always gets things done, the one who really thrives on being independent, on self-reliance. Well, that's a massive strength for sure. But what happens when that exact strength starts to, well, get in the way of teamwork? In this explainer, we're going to dive deep into how to overcome what we call the autonomy trap.
And this right here really gets to the heart of the whole thing. See, on one side, you've got self-reliance, which is an absolutely undeniable strength. But on the other side, that very same trait can flip and become a huge derailer, poor cooperation. The quality that makes you so effective can, if you're not careful, actually end up undermining the entire team.
For anyone who's in a leadership role or even just wants to be, this becomes a classic double-edged sword. It's a constant balancing act. You're trying to leverage your own independence while also building up collaboration around you.
And let's be super clear about this. Self-reliance is an incredibly powerful asset, no doubt about it. The ability to just take on tasks and crush problems with very little help, that's hugely valuable. It's what makes you seem so reliable and efficient. And usually this comes from having really high standards and a track record of success, right? You just know you can get it done right and on time. But there's always a tipping point.
And that tipping point, well, that's what we're calling the autonomy trap. This is that moment where your preference for just working alone starts creating friction and actually blocking progress for everybody else.
The really crucial thing to get here is this. The autonomy trap kicks in when your preference for independence is seen by other people as you not wanting to cooperate. It's so much about their perception, not just your intention. And that perception has very real consequences. And the stakes here are really, really high. This isn't just some minor personality quirk we're talking about. When that strength of self-reliance gets pushed too far, it turns into a legitimate derailer, something that can actively block the success of your entire organization. So the big question is, how do we fix this? Well, it all starts with a little bit of a mental shift. It's about making a conscious choice to move from that default setting of, I'll just do it myself, to something more like, how can we do this together? Now, this shift is not about throwing away your independence, not at all. It's about managing the tension between the two. It means you have to consciously fight your own internal preference to just go solo. You got to make a deliberate effort to keep people in the loop, to involve them, and to be the one who's actively cheering on the teamwork that your organization really needs to succeed.
Okay, so a mental shift is great, but talk is cheap, right? We need some concrete actions to make this thing real. So let's get super practical with a simple 3-step action plan that will help you start cultivating that collaboration. We're going to break this all down into 3 simple but really powerful actions. And these are designed to be things you can literally start doing today to begin breaking out of that autonomy trap.
So here's the game plan. First, you're going to proactively solicit ideas. Second, you'll make it a point to involve other people even when you think you don't have to. And third, they're going to offer your support to your teammates. All right, let's break down what each of these really looks like in practice.
Action number 1. This one is all about breaking that habit of just jumping into action all by yourself. Before you dive headfirst into that next big project, make this your new role. Get input from at least 2 different people. Now, this is not about asking for permission. It's about making your own plan even better by getting some diverse perspectives right from the very beginning.
Okay, for the second action, I've got a little challenge for you. I want you to pick one project, just one, that you'd normally just handle all by yourself. And this week, make it your mission to proactively inform and involve someone else. Share your thought process, ask for their opinion on it. You're not just delegating work here, you're actually building a collaborative muscle. And finally, action number 3. And honestly, this one might be the most powerful of all because it completely flips the script. Just walk up to a colleague and ask them this exact question. How can I help you with your projects? It is such a simple phrase, but it instantly sends the message that you see their goals as part of the team's goals, and that you're right there to support them. So there you have it. We've defined the trap, we've outlined that mental shift you need to make, and we've given you a 3-step plan to get started. Now comes the final and honestly the most important part, turning all of this information into some personal insight and, of course, action. So this all brings us to one last, really crucial question for you to think about. At what point does your greatest strength, your self-reliance, start to cross the line? When does it begin to send the wrong message to the people around you? Figuring out your own personal tipping point, that's the real first step to becoming not just an independent powerhouse, but an absolutely indispensable teammate.